Have you ever had a question you want to ask your teacher, but you're too afraid?
Do you want to know more about how your teachers think and operate? I'm Orit Vainstein,
And I'm Hanna Vernenkar.
and we're here to answer your question.
Yes, all the time, depending on how things are going or if kids ask specific questions that lead me to a different place. Each kid is their own person, so I try to get to know each person individually, but I do like to chat with kids about how their siblings are doing and things like that.
Different relationships with different kids, so there's all different types of students. So some are quiet and some are outgoing, and so it's just different for each student. So there's not really one perfect type of student.
I do believe that we still have a lot of policies in place that don't serve students well. I like the fact that we've changed our grading policy, but the biggest change I would like to see is I would like attendance to count toward passing a class. I do actually think that kids in general thrive on routine and having a clear policy in place. And I do believe that students would be motivated to be more on time and to attend regularly if we re-implemented that policy.
One of my classes has a seating chart. So I usually have an open seating policy unless things get a little too rowdy, and then I have to give them a seating chart. So only one of my ASL 1 classes has a seating chart. My ASL 2 and 3 students know the drill. This is their second or third year with me, so they know how to not get a seating chart.
I use a seating chart starting the beginning of the year because it helps me learn people's names. And then I try to change them at least once through the semester just to give people a different view of the classroom and a different table group to sit with. The purpose of it is just to have students work with different students, meet different people in the classroom. It's not like I purposely keep friends away from friends or anything like that. It's just really for kids to be mixed and mingled according to their strengths.
Upperclassmen don't need seating charts. Underclassmen need a little bit of help sometimes. It does help because the underclassmen, they need a little bit more reinforcement, not to be with their friends and talk, and they like to get distracted a little bit. So the seniors, they know that if they do misbehave a little bit, they can have seating charts if they don't, perform well or do well. So it's more of a, you guys get to choose where you want unless you guys don't do well.
It's a really big school, first of all. So a downside to being at a place like WJ in that sense is that I don't know a lot of teachers outside my department, and I wish there was a way that we could get to know each other more. But as far as the teachers I do know, within my department, and the ones that I know outside of my department, even though it's not, hugely extensive, I like them a lot.
I think we have great teachers in the school. I have lots of friends inside my department and outside my department.
I feel like it's kind of tough to get friendly with teachers per se because they're usually in their classrooms. But like Miss Smith, the security officer, she and I are really cool. Some of the front office staff, those ladies are great. I go and pop in and see them. So I feel like when you kind of have an open type setting for your office or your station, it's easier to become friendly with those people.
The teachers get along well. I mean, they're cordial with each other. They interact well. So I have some really good friends in the science department, so I enjoy that. And I'm really, really good friends with Miss Chow, Mr. Eastman, and Miss Leon. Mostly I have other friends in other places, but so I coach with Mr. Reynolds, who's the counselor every day, but again, those three are pretty much who I hang out with all the time, inside and outside school.
I feel like my department is really, really close. We have a few new teachers this year, so they don't know it yet, but they'll be close with us too. And we try to get together outside of school like twice a year to do things together. Wish we did it a little bit more, but I know everyone has families and things like that. But yeah, the world language department, I'm really, really close with everyone here.
I eat lunch in my department's office as much as I possibly can because I love touching base with my colleagues, and honestly, it's super fun. I love them.
Yeah, if they basically are rude or disrespectful, or if they cheat, or if they have their cell phones out all the time and don't follow the rules, yeah. So you'll be responsible, adolescent and doing things and picking up after yourselves and treating other people like they should, and following the rules and having manners. Not having manners is that annoys me.
Yeah, we collaborate and talk about students, just like ways to support them or things that are working in different people's classes if we need to know something. There's a lot of collaboration between counselors, administrators, teachers that are teaching the student, teachers that maybe have taught the student before?
Well, it's not a sense of gossiping, but you do touch base with your colleagues about students, not as much as in middle school. We try to have conversations about students that are related to support them.
If we have students in common, we do discuss to see if what works, if we're struggling with building a relationship. So if we can look at their grades and see if they're doing better in another class, we kind of can ask, what are you doing to reach that student to make them do better? Or if they're basically attending one class and not the other, how are you basically, so it's usually to help the student to get them to do better. So what is that teacher doing that it's effective to reach that student, help them learn better?
This is my first year in the inside. I used to be in the portables. So my first 3 years, we would say, okay, portable people. So I would see like the teacher from the portable. So I don't know if we had a little portable clique. I don't know.